So today's project is one we've done before at the Airdrie Public Library, and that is to make the seasonal yarn wreaths, as you can see here. And today I'll just go through and show you how to make them really quickly, and I'll use spring colors because I think we're ready for a bit of color in our life right now. So this project is really simple to do, it's fairly inexpensive, and it can use up any leftover ribbon or yarn that you have. If you need to purchase it, I recommend cheaper is better. I would go to any of your local dollar outlets. They always provide really great textures and colors that would be more than suitable for the spring. I've also seen some there that have sequins in them already, so that would be really nice. I've also used leftover garland, seasonal garland, and just spun it really quickly, and then you just add on all your embellishments and you're pretty much done. So I'll come back with a few supplies that you might need to get this done, and we'll go from there. So the supplies required for this project are fairly basic. You're going to need a wreath frame. I found these at the Dollarama. I like them. They're fairly sturdy. They're really inexpensive. They do the job just fine. You can also go for the foam wreaths. You can find at the outlets. You'll get better variety of sizes with the foam, so you'll have it more creativity there. You're going to need some yarn or ribbon. My yarn's boring, but I have to use up what I have at home. But if you need yarn, hitting up the clearance bins at the Walmart and any of your local dollar stores will have some really interesting variety there. You'll need some embellishments. If you're going for a theme, you might have to look a little harder. I think the Michaels has a great variety of seasonal stuff that you could find. Otherwise, like again, your dollar stores have all sorts of little knickknacks that you can decorate it with. As well as the wooden lettering. I've seen people put their message on, like welcome or their surname. I've had some of the youth put their first names on it and then turn this into a sign for their bedroom door, or they've turned it into a dream catcher. And you'll need a glue gun just to help stick some of your embellishment on, or if you have florist tape and florist wire, that will help too. Otherwise, that's it. That's all you need for this project. So to get started, take the yarn of your choice, or if you're using two, and simply just tie a knot. Leave about a 2 centimeter to a 1 inch tail in it. So as you loop it around, this would be easier if I had two free hands, that you start covering up the tail. And then you won't see it at all, and it keeps the yarn nice and snug. So same concept if you're using the two yarns at the same time. I suggest patience and to use smaller rolls of the yarn at any given time. They can get away on you if they're too big and you have to keep pushing them through. It can be a little frustrating. If at any point you want to change the yarn, and let's just pretend that this white one's attached, you just cut off to the length and then tie a knot with the new color, again leaving a fairly decent sized tail, and then you would just continue to loop your yarn around. Now the beauty of the yarn wreaths is the simplicity of them, so the less embellishments that you use, often the better. You're relying on the yarn and the colors that you're using to enhance it. But if you are using embellishments where you have stems or sticks attached to them, just remember that you have to get them weaved in. Remembering that after the fact is going to make it a little harder to get them attached. So just again, keeping in mind everything that you're trying to attach. Otherwise, go ahead and have fun and experiment. And again, an easy little project with nice little results. So apparently I have no spring colored yarn. I just have all my leftover dark fall colors. So this is going to be as springy as it gets. I just wanted to show you, if you are going to use sprays or any sort of embellishment that you want Ben, to not necessarily use glue, but you can see here I've just wrapped it around every once in a while just to hold it down, and that will work much better than your glue. It's going to last a lot longer. Again, if you're going to use the thicker wools, to try not to pull it too tightly. You want it snug, but if you pull too tight, then you're going to lose the purpose of having the thicker wools or the textured wools. But I do recommend that after every few wraps that you do, just give it a teeny snug pull, just so that it does hold it there. Otherwise, go ahead and play with the colors, play with some textures, and if you have any projects you complete, I'd love if you could just post them onto our Facebook.